Hi, I'm DJ Michael Joseph, and on this episode of VDJ How2, we are going to take a look at some of the things that I change inside Virtual DJ's Options and Tweaks menu. Now, if you don't know where the Options and Tweaks area is, all you have to simply do is open up Virtual DJ's cog at the top, which opens up the menu here, which has all your different settings there for your controller, your interface, your audio, etc., and it's under Options. Now, under Options, there are three different choices you can use: Most Used, Modified Settings, and All Settings. Now, keep in mind, not all of these are important, but some of them are just the way that I like to set things up, and some of them you can change within the skin itself, and you don't have to go into the menu to do that. Now, one of the first ones we're going to look at here under the Options setting is RPM. And this basically is going to set how fast your digital platter here turns. Now, you can have it set that it turns at 33 RPMs, 45 RPMs, or set it at 4 beats. And so that basically means when I choose 4 beats, is where I always have it set at, that if I grab the platter here at 12 o'clock and spin it one time around, it's going to go exactly 4 beats. It's not going to be before or after. So if I want to go 8 beats back, all I have to do is grab this at 12 o'clock, spin it twice around back to 12 o'clock, and I will be on beat 8 beats different. Now, the next section we're going to look at is browser, and there's going to be a few here, and one of the first ones we are going to look at is show horizontal side list, and I put yes on the check here, and all that does is down here at the bottom, instead of having your side list over here at the side, it puts it down here, and I use it as kind of a holding area for what I'm going to do and what I'm going to play next. Next one is history delay. Default is 45. I set it at 30. And basically what this is that to consider a song played and put it into your history, it has to play for at least whatever amount of seconds you put there. For mine, it has to play for 30 seconds, then it considers the song played. And the next one kind of goes along with history delay and the side list, and what it is remove played from side list. I check yes, and basically what that means is that if I have it in my holding area side list at the bottom, after 30 seconds it marks it played and removes it from that side list. And the last one I have in this section is browser font size buttons to yes, and all that does is over to the left side of the menu, it puts a larger and smaller buttons there so that you can zoom in or zoom out on the font, make it bigger or smaller, and that's all it does is add buttons to the left side of the screen. The next ones we're going to be looking at is under the audio section, and this one is probably one of the ones that I like the most. It's called auto gain, and basically you have 4 choices here: no, auto remember, or auto plus remember. So basically what this does is it looks at the song and determines whether the gain needs to be turned up or turned down. It does it automatically and remembers it, so the next time you load that song, the gain, which it determines where it's supposed to be, will be put right back there. So quiet songs and loud songs get equalized out this way automatically. The next one I check yes on is reset FX on load. So basically this means that if I have an echo out effect on the left deck or something like that, when I load a new song, it turns that echo effect or whatever effect I have turned on completely off when that song gets loaded. So it's like a refresh on all the effects every time you load a song. Now the next one, a lot of people kind of change differently. It's ramp scratch time. I have mine set to 0. Basically what this is the higher number that you have, it kind of gives it more of a vinyl record feel, so it has a little bit of a delay, like the DBS kind of feels there's a little bit of a delay, but I've never liked that. I like it instant, I like it digital, so I have mine set to 0. Next one goes along with all your effects, the equalizer mode. I have it set to kill, so basically this means my high-low mids, when I turn them all the way to one side, it absolutely kills them. So if you have it default, there's still going to be a little bit of fading through. So if you have the low and you drop the low all the way to the left, with it on default, there's going to be a little bit of low fading through. I want it killed, so when I turn that to the left, there is nothing coming through that bass line or mid or high, whichever one I turn. So if I turn all 3 down, it's going to go to silent. And the last one in the audio area is the FX processing. I have to post fader so that if I have an echo in there and while the song's playing, I hit the echo and then I bring the volume down, just the volume down. What it's going to do, it's going to turn the volume down on the song, but not the effect. So as I press that echo effect, bring the volume down, the song ends, but the echo fades out slowly. All right, so there are 2 video ones that we're going to look at on this one here, and the first one is really simple. It's video logo, and I have it checked to no, and basically what that means is that when you project a video up onto the wall, onto a screen or whatever, by saying no, it does not put Virtual DJ's logo up on the screen, and if you have yes, then it shows the logo down, the Virtual DJ logo down in the corner. The other one is video frames per second, and this is how many frames that it is pushing towards the screen or projector, whatever you're doing, and 60 is really high. And it makes it really smooth, so you guys can set it to whatever you want. But if you have a computer that's not all that strong, but you still need to put video out, you can set this to 30 if you like, and it'll work just fine. All right, the next few we're going to look at is under skin, and some of these are adjustable via the skin, and you don't have to go into this menu, but we're going to look at them here. The first one is show grid lines. I like this one here because what it does is that it puts complete top to bottom grid lines on the waveform showing on the downbeat. So it's not just the downbeat with a little marker, it's a straight line all the way up and down through the entire wave by marking yes on show grid lines. Now the next one's kind of interesting. I had to show someone this a while back, that if depends on how you want Virtual DJ to open up is under this maximized area here. So basically what you're going to choose is 0, 1, or 2. Now 0 makes the program open up windowed. 2 makes it open but also gives you room at the bottom for the taskbar if you want the taskbar. And 1 makes it open full desktop, everything, covering over the taskbar and everything. So this gives you the option on how you want it to open up. Maximized with taskbar, or just windowed. And the final one here is skins frame per second. This one here I like to set high all the time. And basically what this does is how many frames a second I'm looking at the skin projecting on my computer in front of me. So it makes it look really, really smooth when you run it at 60. Again, if your computer isn't all that strong, you can bump it down to 30. It's not going to make it look bad. It's just you're going to see a much smoother difference when you have it set to 60 frames per second on the skin. And the final ones we're going to look at is under performance. Now, the first one here is kind of interesting. It's called pitch quality, and basically what it does is the higher number you have it set, it again is going to take a little bit more power, 1, 2, or 3. So basically what it's doing is giving it at 3 the highest quality on the wave when you're scratching, moving back and forth, when you're making the pitch go up and down. 3 is the highest setting, and it keeps it absolutely smooth without any kind of digital glitches or anything like that. But again, if you don't have a powerful computer, you can bump it down to 2 or 1. It's still going to sound good, but it's just not going to be as high quality. The next one is really simple. Clock display. I have it set to 12 hours as opposed to 24 hours. And the final 3 are here under experimental beat analyzer, experimental skin engine, and experimental wave colors. And I choose yes on all of these so that it basically helps the performance and rendering and different things like that. I like them. I haven't had any glitches with them, but I keep them there. And like I said, I like the way that it makes the waves look. I think it kind of makes the engine of the skin work good. The beat analyzer, everything works really, really good when you have those set. And there you have it, my choices for the changes that I do inside Virtual DJ's options and tweaks menu. Again, you can set yours however you want. This is how I like them, so I kind of set them up that way. But I thought I'd share with you guys some of the ones that I thought were important. There's a lot more that I've changed in there because, trust me, the list was really long of the things that I actually did change. But those are the ones that I think are important. So I hope you guys like the show. If you have any ideas for future shows, feel free to drop me a line. Until next time, this is DJ Michael Joseph saying take care and God bless.